Alright. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world? Welcome to episode 7 of my Madden franchise. We have a rivalry game to start off this week. We got the Eagles, and then after that, we got the Buffalo Bills. Now, I'm a little nervous, because the last time we played the Eagles, they almost whooped our ass, I'm pretty sure. But as much as I would like to say we're a different team, it's just not the case. Let's see. We can actually look to see how that game went down. Eagles. Yep. Well, okay. They didn't almost whoop our ass, but it was a close game up until I started pulling away. That's what I remember. But I digress. Now, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up, but there's a part of me that likes the little mini games and the training thing. You know, the defense line is a big part of our last one. I'm not totally sold on him yet, but if he has a repeat performance against Eagles this week, he might turn out to be a very special player. The fuck? Get him 2 interceptions, forced fumbles, tackle for losses, or sacks. I think he can get 2 tackle for losses. That's what I'm thinking. It's a possibility. Interceptions are out of the picture. Sacks, maybe, but we'll see what happens. Alright. Jalen Hurts. Defend. Oh, he's back! We get our first look at Saquon as an Eagle. He was hurt the first time we played him. Alright. Well. Why is he... Oh, okay, never mind. Defend outside run. We are gonna defend... Why do they have a different quarter... That's... weird. Alright. We're gonna defend the medium pass. That's what we gonna do. I'm gonna go half pads, so nobody gets hurt. Hopefully. And on their defense, we are gonna run it outside. Fuck it. Alright, now I don't remember if anybody got hurt last game. No? We're good. Great. Perfect. Alright, practice mode, upgrade players. Let's upgrade that power. Run stopper. Celebration blocks red and straight. Bet. Marquise Bell. Change these goals. 450 offensive yard, 50 first down. Let's go with 5 offensive touchdowns. I don't know if we can get 450 offensive yards. We can do 350. 14 points or less. You're joking. Huh? We'll do 20. And sack the quarterback. Yeah, I think we're ready. Sunday night prime time. What color? All black. I've done that one. I think I've done that one too. Or was it this one? But we need that white helmet, that white yup. And let's get into it.
It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we've got C.D. Lamb. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles on Sunday night prime time.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP.
3 interceptions, that's crazy.
Ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
It looks so weird in the Eagles uniform.
So a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense, because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
And tough going there, as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7
Screen,
sacks last
screen,
week.
screen.
Things don't improve in this game. Head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. James now to return. They'll score that a 36-yard
Going nowhere.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Now, before this interception thing and all the stats pop up, I'm sorry. 29 interceptions is crazy.
Numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season.
No, he
Maybe
hasn't.
that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year.
And
With the end
interceptions.
of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Yeah, here we go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
The way the game has changed a little bit is that defensive goals have changed in a big way. Nowadays, it's not so much stopping certain yardage or whatever, but it's not giving up big, explosive plays. Anything over 10 yards, you're trying to hold teams below that.
Here we go.
Against you, as we just saw there, well, that really hurts.
Get that block. Get that block.
Ah. Heels a little bit and makes him a little bit less confident.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
A snootful.
On play action, Prescott.
Oh, dear God. Skirt. Oh, no skirt.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Yeah, here we go.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. Well, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here we go. Yeah, here we go.
Hunt is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go,
Cowboys. As
Cowboys.
he did so with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
They're calling the blitz. Gonna be right in your ass because we jump street. Get off me.
Now Hurts on the outside.
No. No. Some bitch.
Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 50 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, Doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw. And that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now it's not just the coach
Here we go.
talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Yeah. Here we go.
On second down, back to
Hunt.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd.
I pushed the...
But then they never lose again and move to win Super Bowl 20.
I pushed the button. Why didn't it work?
Didn't it almost feel like a setup?
I might regret it, but we're going for it.
They were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was damn
Here we go.
Third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Yeah, here we go.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
OBJ, baby.
Downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught,
Bambi.
you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Yeah. Here we go.
Prescott off play action. And this one too low.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Yeah. Here we go.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
Skirt. No.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Yeah. Here we go.
On the run, this is J.K.
Yes. Good shit.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Yeah. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Ooh, I don't like it.
Thomas,
Oh, he caught it.
and down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
I'm gonna let my players recover real quick. I feel like I'm running these plays a little too quick. Yeah, let's flip that run. Let's go that way. Double team him. Yeah, here we go.
On first down, they'll run.
Get off me, bitch.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kareem Hunt with now 15
Do the stanky leg.
touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. 10-play drive that time. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
Womp womp.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
No, I bet. Bro, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. God.
Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He had the touchdown last drive, now up over 1,300 yards on the season, and still plenty of time in this game for him to keep those numbers climbing.
And I like the fact that it's a number that you're not worried about protecting. Because if you're trying to get around, if you're trying to get over 1,000 yards, you get a little nervous, right? At this point of the season, you have a few losses. Now you're back below 1,000. Here, you're just trying to climb a big time total.
Here we go.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This one? It is this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready. Yep. Here we go.
Lamb will go in motion. They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
These two teams all tied after one. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Yeah. Here we go.
Play action now. Prescott. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 21-14. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this throw
Good hits. Good hit.
Over in that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that was sending them back to the drawing board.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Good shit.
Anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're
Here
on
we
skates.
go.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line.
No. Oh, God.
They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's
Almost intercepted that shit. Probably should have been an interception, but we take the incompletion.
On the counter, Hunt. And he's got
Get
some
off him.
space here. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the play we just saw there. A big gainer.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah. Here we go.
Throwing. Prescott.
Bruh.
And that one off the mark.
Come on, Dak.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Yeah. Here we go.
To throw is Prescott.
Oh. Oh.
That's complete.
Ah, damn it. I strung it out too far wide.
Out of bounds right there. Give him 30 yards there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this
All right,
big
let him
season.
rest a little bit. Let him rest. And then we come at him with the quick pass.
This offense
Oh, yeah.
continues to be a hot
Oh,
knife
yeah.
through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores.
Yeah.
Knocking on the door again.
Here we go.
Drive number 4. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Michael Parsons!
This one is down he goes. Micah Parsons, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team.
Get him. That works. That works. That a boy's heart.
Brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Powering his way forward. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done this game.
Touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. Touchdowns at 21.
Had to put my clothes in the dryer.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Let's hope that little break didn't ruin our momentum.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
Might regret it.
Nice linebacker play.
Here's Hurts to throw.
No, oh fuck! It switched me to the wrong person.
Past the 40 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Attaboy, Trayvon.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
Oh, there's going to be a holding. There's going to be a holding.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Terrence, buddy,
so
Terrence.
That one,
come
on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Yeah, here we go.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt.
Get that block. Yeah.
Left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 109 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Yeah. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Shit.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Here we go.
Now Prescott. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Yeah. Here we go.
They'll try to run for it.
Oh, no.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line.
I should have ran it the other way.
Down after a loss of 1.
Nope, we're going for it.
To see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Can I bring CD in a little bit? And then do a little... Yeah. Here we go.
4th down, Prescott.
Oh. Oh, he gone. He gone. No, he's not.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do.
Cameraman is in love with his ass. Okay.
Conversion, but a big play as well.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Oh, didn't see that coming. Was not paying attention to the clock. Ready, set. Yeah, here we go.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. It sets up second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Let's do it quick. Yep. Ready. Yep. Here we go.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, Jesus.
Just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
What are we saying? What are we saying?
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
Yeah, put him out there. Put on a little. Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now.
I had it. 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 Scramble drill. Scramble drill.
And he'll just chuck this one up.
Why was everybody just standing there? Come on.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but
That's
defensively,
fine.
once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
You're just not gonna. Okay, that works. Oh, you mother.
Throw now on the final play. Oh, everything falling.
Go, Deron. Go. 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 Yes.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Aubrey now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's get it.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Oh, shit.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
All right.
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking.
Here we go.
But I think you also have to be smart about it.
Oh, shit.
Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go that way. Yeah. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, wait. I
They'll
just
come
realized
up
it was
now,
third down.
3rd and 3.
Yeah. Here we go.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And getting this just shy of midfield.
Oh, no, not Jake.
49. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Not Jake. Yeah. Here we go.
First down, Prescott.
No. Oh, God.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great
Dislocated
intelligence,
shoulder.
understands positioning, and the ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Got a little
So now
counter
2nd and
action.
10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hunt will try going up
Get
the
off.
middle. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
Yeah.
They get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're
Brady
right
said-
about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Yeah, here we go.
Nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pass taken in.
Good job.
It's been tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah. Here we go.
On play action, Prescott.
Oh, fuck.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Oh, we did.
Down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Yeah. Here we go.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Come on, Spoon.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
All right.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
What?
Taking it right down Broadway.
Come on, Duran. Come on, Duran.
Middle of the field.
Nope, he's gone.
Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to claw one back. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive?
Who?
75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
That was my left tackle. Oh, shit.
Elliott good with a PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Yeah. Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line.
All right.
Just a yard.
A little counter.
2nd and 9.
Yeah. Here we go.
They'll run with Hunt. Shifts by him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 147 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Inside 4 minutes to go.
Are you going to press? You going to press CD? Let's hope this works. Yeah. Here we go.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
It's not there. Oh my God.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not as
best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott off play action.
Oh my God, I did not see him.
The Eagles get there for the sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He was telling the coach, hey, what
here we go.
Do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Now a third down throw, and misses the target, incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
This is taken at the 23. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here,
can't let them take the momentum here.
It's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
There he goes, right side. And they will finally catch before he gets it to the 11. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call with this play, partner.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CD Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Hunt. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere.
And I just realized I was talking to myself. Had my controller muted. Jesus.
On that play, stop it from going anywhere.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit.
I mean, technically, I'm still talking to myself. But now you can actually hear me talk to myself. I'll just let this quarter run out.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Okay. 2nd and 14. Yep, here we go.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Shit. That wasn't check, I forgot. Come on, Luke.
Passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
here we go.
No, they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Why did it just say 186? He had like 2 or 3 touchdowns.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Let's just run out the clock time. Yep, here we go.
A carry here for Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there.
Okay.
He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Yep. Here we go.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
Good shit, Luke.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continuing the theme about one team enjoying it.
Here we go.
One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base,
they
might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
That's the same thing. Never mind. Just put you on a post. Maybe it'll free up Luke in that corner. Yeah. Here we go.
Play action now, Prescott.
Ugh. Damn it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Yeah.
One over his head
Ready,
as
set.
this game progresses.
Yeah. Yeah. Just running out that clock. And here we go.
Prescott to throw it.
Come on, Scoot. Come on, Scoot. No.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Son of a...
He's going to get that to his running back out
Bruh.
of the backfield. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott on for the extra point.
They're still down 25 points.
And the lead is
24
down to
points.
24. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And they're going
it's
for the
capped
outside.
off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here we go.
Lamb will go in motion. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready, set. Yeah. Here we go.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ready, set. Yeah. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Well, an excellent job of finding the opening.
Oh, come on.
He's got this now all the way down.
You're not hurt? You just want to stop the clock.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Yeah.
Here we go.
On first down, they run with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean. An outstanding play.
Fine, y'all want to be some
loss,
bitches?
They'll come up 2nd and 13.
Y'all want to be some bitches? Yeah, here we go.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Shit.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Yeah, y'all want
After
to be
the
some
play,
bitches.
oh man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up.
Huh?
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Cowboys on third down.
Oh no.
5 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Yeah. Here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles.
We'll just substitute him. Three minutes left.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. The return man down to a knee, and this to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Elite.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle.
Come on, Stephon.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
Oh!
This is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Good shit.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own
just
46.
run out the clock.
They start the drive with Vaughn. And
Come
he got
on.
blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game.
Oh, wrong one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, it's Vaughn. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Dancing to
Oh,
his
fuck.
left.
Throw it away.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Damn it.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Where we stand right
You got a
now,
minute
the
left.
fourth quarter, this
There's
one's
no way
pretty
they
much
can
out of reach. And Charles,
come
I know
back.
they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had several turnovers, you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly.
The game ended in a tie?
You just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will
Womp
be
womp.
incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Ooh, shit.
It's a return of 4 following
All right.
a 42.
Now we just kneel the ball.
Control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Cowboys, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Imagine if Ninja had a...
What's up, Mishka? I thought you were Dennis for a second, man. I was like, oh, he's doing a me on him. Or doing a me on me. Okay.
Nope.
I know what you... Oh, did I actually get it? I'm really disappointed. Okay, never mind. I tried, man. Did not work.
Conflicted.
You're conflicted? Or K? Why?
You're streaming, but Dead Star also. Streaming, so it.
Yeah, that's, what is he playing actually? Weekly strats.
I have 2 clips of me previously wiping out spawn waves.
On Twitch, YouTube, or you haven't posted it yet?
Though I kinda goofed on those.
players. Who we looking at? Dak.
Super quiet, then suddenly hitting plus 40 decibels.
Yep, that's Dead Star.
I'm finally becoming less dependent on people cause it's kind of doing more bad than good for me currently. Womp womp.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. Once you get older and realize you're really the only one you can count on and depend on. What does our color rush look like? Red? The fake? It's Blood versus Crips! I hope you're ready, cause here we go.
Like bro, I care more about myself than whatever problems you have, lol.
NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got CD Lamb. Always staying busy. He's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Cowboys and the Bills. Next on Madden Football.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 18 carries, 86 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together.
Yo, good shit.
Get away, and
Trayvon Diggs.
Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here, he gets the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it.
Oh, almost interception. Intercepted.
For a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that
Take
we
that
don't
turnover,
often
though.
talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one.
Yeah, here we go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he sidestepped a 1-man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots.
Yeah.
Of course, remember, they finished the
Here we
regular
go.
season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final
Fuck.
clutch.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and
Ready,
breathe.
set.
But that's much easier said.
Yeah. Here we go.
Now Prescott.
Just run. Slide.
Nothing open.
Okay, that works. That works. That was a weird-ass slide.
We hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Yeah. Here we go.
Prescott on 1st down. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with,
here we go.
that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
Yeah. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Ah, fuck
For the
you.
end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air. And that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
Ready. What?
Now some movement before the snap.
I better not be on us.
And we'll hear from our referee for the
Come
first time
on.
this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
There's this guy I like for his insane conversations.
Oh, yeah?
Prescott.
Ooh. No!
I want
No!
to be like Dave.
It's intercepted. And the Bills
Dave is such a funny guy.
14-yard line.
So you say Dave, and my mind clicks to Little Dicky?
You can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates
And
right now offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get
different Dave O.
Yeah. Oh, so you know Little Dicky. You know about him.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
No.
Oh,
This
jeez.
one just shy of the 35 of the 34.
Oh, Mishka.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Come on, get him.
They
Damn.
bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Get your ass over here, boy.
Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001.
Well, let's make it 22, baby. Let's go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir, but now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Good shit.
Now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Had to pass there 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Ooh. Oh, no.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Okay.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A big mistake last time.
Yeah.
Tossing that
Here we go.
inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Sir.
Second and 7.
Ooh. Ooh, I like this. Hey, pressing. Yeah. Here we go.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Come on, Dak.
Let it go deep.
Come on, connect. Yes.
Got his man. Complete. Touchdown. Cowboys.
Love to see it.
Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change it?
I love Dave dude. Dying of laughter.
Tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Is he there in your class, or?
Steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Streamer.
Buffalo 1st down.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on it.
Yes, Duran. Attaboy.
Set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week.
I wish I can trim this specific part out of the highlight video.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
You could do what my buddy does, screen record it, and then, edit it in your phone.
Up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy, but let's face it.
Probably.
Always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Yeah. Here we go.
On play action, Prescott.
Damn it.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. Look at this Buffalo defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31. And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the
here we go.
Free agency, maybe even both. They definitely
oh shit! Oh my god! Yep. No.
Well shy of the 1st down.
I kind of saw that coming.
An injury stoppage here. And
fuck.
You hope this is nothing serious. That's Dak Prescott who is shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their...
Oh, jeez. I hope he's okay.
First turnover of the game.
Abdominal tear. No, we have to rely on Trey Lance.
What's the first thing a coach tells his defense?
Fuck.
Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact,
okay.
In 2021, that's what
I don't like it.
Turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Boy, baby.
The Bills ready to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
All right. So we're relying on our defense. So hopefully not let these lots score.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
Hey, get him. What?
Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well,
he broke 2 sacks.
DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need
on defense
5 on this play to move the sticks.
Get a stop.
Allen from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is complete.
Damn.
Because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Damn, Stephon says, sit your ass
Sets him up
down.
nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Firing quickly.
Oh, come on, man. We could have stopped him.
Have a Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Left side, Cook.
Bruh.
He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while,
No.
You guys going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They're going for it? What? Okay. Let's bring the heat, D.
Offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To throw, it's Allen.
Yes, sir.
Early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it.
Okay.
And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates
See what Trey Lance can do
with him just kicking the extra points as well. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for defenders to shuttle him across all that ground.
Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Yep, that was risky.
And it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run with Hunt on
Oh,
second
come
down.
on, Zeke.
Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially,
You gotta get that
nothing on
block,
there, no
man.
gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Yeah. Here we go.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Fuck.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
The fuck?
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it.
Good
But he needs a
D.
big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cook running right.
What the?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. On the return, it's James. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. Here's the Dallas offense now.
We got to catch them off guard here.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some good plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ready? Yep. Here we go.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
No!
Fires one incomplete.
He was. Oh, that would have been a touchdown.
That's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, he did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Yeah. Here we go.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, dude.
He's taken down.
What's the flag? Of course it is. They're going to take the sack.
So they will take the second instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know After the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No, not DeMarcus. Why is everybody getting hurt all over again? Come on, man. I don't like it. Oh, shit.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Minute 48.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying,
substitute him. Don't need him getting hurt even more.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack.
Yeah.
Also get downfield.
Here we go.
He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Too far.
This one is incomplete.
Come on, man.
The running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On play action, Lance.
Oh, please come down with the chain.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Lance going to throw.
I threw the fucking ball, bro.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Allen now on 1st down. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Yes!
Going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more
17 seconds. See what we could do.
Right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
5, 4, 3.
It's caught.
Timeout.
Inside the 25.
Oh!
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Nope, another field goal. Gotta take as many points as we can get.
1 second left in the half. On is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Come on, set. Yellow, one.
Yep, here we go.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go. Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 2nd and 2.
Set. Go. Ready.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Lance now to throw.
Bro, come on. Fuck that, we're going for it.
Defense made it halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
No, we ain't punting though.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he is caught. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas,
All
the
right.
offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Oh, come on. Don't take it away from me.
Flag down on the
Don't
field.
take
We'll
it.
have
They're
to
going to
see
take it
what
away.
this is about.
It's not going to count. It's not going to count. Come on. Tyler. Just second one,
The
man.
yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there. To
Oh,
get the
for
touchdown.
fuck's
Now they've
sakes,
gotta take it
man.
back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Of course.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw
this
inside routes,
booty.
and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, shit.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Of course.
It's intercepted. A drive killer there. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start.
Get him.
Now
Yes.
the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marquise Bell came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Keep the pressure on. Come on.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on
Wait, what did I do? No. Fuck.
Now Allen.
Screen.
And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
James now to return it. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Lance now on 1st down. That is caught by Lamb. Yeah, he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Bro, catch the ball, bro. Catch the ball.
He still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the counter, Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Lance. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Kareem Hunt with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bills offense back out.
Well, looks like we're going to win.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down.
Good D.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Allen.
Fuck.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
No.
Still moving.
Okay.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mac Hollins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Here's Lance. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt.
Fuck off.
There is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now they'll throw with Lance.
No PI? Seriously?
Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Just let the quarter end.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Down.
2nd and 5.
Show 'em what we're made of, D.
Ready.
They run right side with Hunt. And he tried
That was
to
kind of my
bounce it
fault.
outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Able to slither by, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Catch that. Catch that, OBJ. Yes!
Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of.
it was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
From the gun, it's Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
What?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How is he so wide
Used to
open?
seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout.
They're actually going for it.
Fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One final try here for Allen.
Oh!
Down and will go the other
I thought he caught that shit.
The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
For fuck's sakes.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And I saw the pressure coming up, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Okay.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On play action, Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And again, it's Allen. Shakir holds it in. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now second and 11 from the 32. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the
Can you throw to somebody else?
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's not the only guy on your team, bro.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go. Ready?
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And just shutting him off there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down.
104 yards on the ground now for Hunt.
Now we just
It'll be
kneel.
a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Dallas, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
All right. Hopefully, oh God. How long is he out? 4 weeks? Brother. Oh God. Okay. Oh shit. So that's 4 weeks without Dak. Technically 3. So we're looking at the end of the season. Okay. Well, that's going to be very interesting. Dolphins, Lions, Commanders. Those are all winnable games. But without Dak, I'm not too sure. Fuck. That's insane. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna probably edit it and upload it sometime this weekend on my YouTube. If you guys haven't been keeping up with the series, episodes 1 through now are posted on there, so make sure you go give those a watch. Follow here for live action. Go sub to my YouTube for the whole series if you don't mind. But this is Big G signing off. Hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday. Hope you have an amazing rest of the week. Peace.